Xtreme Motion is back in the San Juan Mountains in Telluride, Colorado. Now, if you're a skier or a snowboarder, or you just want to be, this is the place to be this winter season. Telluride has the best runs with no waiting in line. And with the opening of the Prospect Bowl, they've almost doubled the size of their available snow runs with first-rate lift service. And all the pros from around the world know about this place, and they come here to get their steep downhill fix along with some fat powder. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna meet a couple of them when we come back. Stay with us. I'm Rance Adams, and this is Xtreme Motion. Well, Telluride is kind of a small town with only 2,000 full-time residents. So how does somebody from Europe decide they want to come here and hang out? Well, I got the chance to find out when we caught up with Angelica Clarenfjord. She's one of the Telluride ski school instructors all the way from Sweden. You definitely want to check her out. Well, we have another person that's commuted a long distance to be part of the Ghost Rider ski team. We have Angelica Clarenfjord. Did I say that right?
Yeah, perfectly.
And it only took me 200 times. No, I'm kidding. So you came all the way from Sweden, right?
Yep.
To be part of this team?
Mm-hmm. And to work here in Telluride.
How many seasons have you been here in Telluride?
This is my fourth season here in Telluride.
What drew you to Telluride?
Oh, I actually read this article in a Swedish ski magazine about Telluride that really just affected me so much. And I was like, this seems like a really cool place.
Yeah.
And then you saw the photos of the mountains and you heard about the really dry and light snow. It's like, I need to go there and check it out.
So it's not the wet stuff like you're used to at home?
No, no, no. This is the real good powder stuff.
And this is heaven. How long have you been skiing?
Since I was 2.
Wow, I just
So
can't
I shouldn't say how many years then.
Well, you can. You can if you want to. Do you do anything, snowboarding, any of that, or is it just all skiing?
No, I snowboard too. So I teach both skiing and snowboarding.
Oh.
And I used to telemark a little bit too.
Telemark, what's that?
Like the more type of cross-country skis.
Oh, okay. That sounds like hard work.
It is.
Like good workout?
Yeah, definitely. Good lunges.
I pass on that. That's work. So what is the advantage to being in Telluride compared to like some of the other places you might have skied?
I prefer Telluride much more because it's such a atmosphere in town and people are very friendly. It's not very crowded, so you don't really have to worry about too many people on the slopes and standing in lift lines, and it's just a different feeling when you're walking around in town too, compared to like other very high commercialized places. This is truly a passionate, spiritual place to be.
That's what I know. For the Prospect Bowl, they're going to have an Indian ceremony with a blessing and all of that. Are you excited about the Prospect Bowl opening?
Yes.
Have you been up there before?
Oh, yes, I have. But
Renegade.
Yeah, but now I don't have to hike.
What do you do for fun if you're not skiing or running around with the ski team?
Well, I used to race mountain bike. And I play the flute, and I love kayaking, and it's pretty much a lot of adventure sports. I love traveling. And my last trip I went to Peru and Bolivia and did a lot of trekking down there, so that's what
we're gonna do that for Xtreme Motion, Peru, Bolivia, Costa Rica. Y'all keep that on your notepad.
Yeah.
How did you get involved? I know you came to Telluride because you saw the article. How did you get involved with the Ghost Rider ski team?
I just met a lot of really nice people that like to ski together, and I just want to be part of that team. And it's a great team, and we have a lot of fun skiing together. So it felt really natural.
Do they ever get mad at you if you like mess up, step out of line or something?
No, so far they haven't. It's more I get mad about. I get mad myself, and you go to the trees and stand there for a minute, then you go back out and ski again.
Well, that's awesome. I appreciate you talking to us, Angelica. We hope to see you again. We'll see you on the hill.
Yep.
Probably out on the town a little bit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Angelica. Maybe I should have gotten a ski lesson while I was here. Next time? Up next, we'll find out how a surfer from Hawaii finds his way to Telluride to become a snowboard instructor with a passion for speed. When Xtreme Motion comes back, we'll meet Ken Donegan. Is Telluride the mecca for skiing and snowboarding? I'm really beginning to think so. We've already met people from the East Coast, from Sweden, Alaska, and now all the way from Hawaii, we meet Ken Donegan, snowboard speed demon. Since we've been in Telluride, we found out that the East Coast is definitely well represented here. We've got another East Coast transient, Ken Donegan, snowboarder instructor, right?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been in Telluride?
This is my second winter, and unfortunately, due to my surfing background, I have to leave when the snow melts.
I don't really see that being too much of an issue, snowboarding, then go surfing,
Same medium.
How long have you been surfing?
Since 78, and I've been snowboarding since 88.
Wow. Now, did those translate well when you switched, or?
It's quite different because surfing is pretty much from the back foot. You're kind of more in the back seat, whereas snowboarding, you definitely have to keep your weight focused on the lead leg downhill. So it's quite the opposite.
And there's no popping up and all that. No sharks to worry about. See, that's my issue. I don't
Just trees.
shark.
Just trees.
I can tell you about some trees, too.
Yeah, sure.
Some random skiers here and there. Not dissing the skiers. No, I'm kidding.
No, skiers are great.
So what drew you to Telluride?
Just the beauty of the mountain, the town, and the people. I haven't found a prettier place yet, and if anybody out there knows of one, you can come here and visit me and tell me about it.
Everybody here is just so nice, and they love it here.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that's important. It just brings out the best in people because it's such a beautiful place, and it's got a great history if you want to look for that, and it's got great vertical. It's a great mountain.
I like this mountain. I actually haven't gotten to go too far up, but I'm going today.
Yeah.
Go cut my teeth. Hopefully it'll be some nice powder, and
Sure.
I won't hit too many ice slicks.
No, there's hardly any ice out there. I'd say no ice.
All right, well, then I'm in there like swimwear.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the Prospect Bowl grand opening, and looking forward to get up there and making some tracks.
The bowl, is it still like fresh powder? It hasn't really been...
Yeah, it hasn't been ridden at all. It's just waiting.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's calling,
Yes,
beckoning.
Yes, it is. And we have a new beginner training area up there called the Ute Park, which I'm anxious to get a good look at because it'll kind of take the people off the meadows and put them in a lot more scenic backdrop.
Are there more besides just the scenic background?
Yeah, there's black runs and double blacks, and there's also blue run from the top. And when you get down the bottom, it's pretty gladed, it's pretty open, and it's mostly green runs. So people that have been stuck on kind of the lower part of the mountain that have a maybe lesser ability can get up there and be in the the beauty of it, and still not be shaking their confidence level so much.
Are there going to be some big jumps? I think I want to catch some air this year.
Yeah, we'll have to look for that in the terrain park. They're just starting to get that together. It's going to take a little bit for the half pipe because they allocated a lot of the snowmaking for the tubing hill that we getting started over here. Put some lights in, and that's going to be offered at night. It's going to be a good family addition and something for the family to do after the hill shuts down for skiing.
So I have to ask, so you snowboard and you surf. The weather transition, does it mess with you at all?
You know, I love the heat, and I've found that being here in the dry cold, if I dress for it properly, it doesn't bother me. It's not like the cold in New Jersey where it's damp and it gets right into your bones. So I'd much rather be in the hot, but it's kind of hard to snowboard when it's hot out.
So have you ever had like a monster crash?
Yeah, I had one last year. I snapped out of both of my bindings and got a little scar here to remember the board hit me in the face by. So I don't ride DNR step-in bindings anymore. I'm back into my strap-in bindings. And, if you're not falling, you're not learning, you're not pushing it.
Very true. Were you getting wild when you did that, or?
I guess I could have made a few more turns. I kind of I had a high rate of speed going on. Yeah, looking back.
But it hasn't deterred you from the game at all?
Not at all. I had to teach the next day. So I just couldn't wear my goggles. I had to throw some sunglasses on.
It's all right, man. You're still cool with me.
I love it.
Well, if y'all ever get a chance to come out to Telluride, make sure y'all look for Ken Donegan. Sure. Where are you going to be surfing?
I'll probably go to Costa Rica for a month when I get done here, and then go back to New Jersey for the rest of the summer where I have family and friends, and wait for the hurricane swells.
Costa Rica. Let me think about that. That's very cool. Well, thanks for talking to us on Xtreme Motion. We'll be looking out for you, man. Thanks, Ken. I distinctly remember you telling me that I'm supposed to stay on my board, so after I dig it up, I'm back on the slopes. But up next, we talk to a two-planker, also from Sweden, and I'm having such a workout with these names, Daniel Sanfordson. He's a madman for the moguls, and he's also part of the Telluride ski team. Xtreme Motion will be right back. Sweden is well represented in Telluride, and especially on the Telluride Ski School team. We're about to get deep with the man who is crazy, insane for the moguls, Daniel Sanfordson. Now, we've learned that skiing is definitely an art form, and we've got a member of Telluride's Ghost Rider team, Daniel Sanfordson, and the twist is he's from Sweden. Now that is a long trek to come and be a part of this team. How did that happen?
I actually read an article in the Swedish ski magazine almost 10 years ago, and I was hooked coming here to try this place and work here. So this is actually my fourth year here working.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I've always had this dream of maybe going to snowboard on the Alps or something like that. What's the snow like over there?
The snow is good. It's we get a lot of snow too, but it's heavier. It's wet snow, damp. So it's much easier to ski here.
the Ghost Rider team is basically synchronized, right? What other kind of skiing do you do?
When I ski private, I mostly do moguls and deep powder. Steep and deep, mostly.
Moguls, I got caught on some moguls once. My knees hurt bad.
But the moguls aren't so bad here. It's pretty soft and the moguls are big, so it saves your knees pretty well.
So obviously you love this way. Everybody we talk to loves Telluride. You've come back 4 years. Do you stay here in the off season?
No, I go home actually. I've heard it's great here though, but we just have the working permit for 6 months, so we have to leave. You can go in here though as a tourist and spend some time, but I go home, do some more skiing in Europe, in Sweden.
What do you really like about Telluride?
Small town, nice town, pretty quiet, and it's not that many people are skiing, so you can ski as much as you want.
Are the people pretty cool with you here?
Yeah, they are. They are very.
And do you kill with the accent?
Sometimes.
So being part of the Ghost Rider team, what other things do y'all do?
We do some promotion for the ski school, the Telluride and everything. We try to help the community too, raise some money, helping kids to be able to ski this ski resort here.
That Prospect Bowl opens pretty soon. Everybody's really excited about that. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, of course. I've been up there a couple of times the last three seasons, so it's great skiing and it will be amazing good.
Is that steep and deep back there?
Yeah, you can find very good runs over there. You will.
And what else do you do but when you're here? If you're not skiing, just hanging out with people?
Yeah, I do a lot of skiing though. Almost every day I'm off, I do skiing, and we usually go down to Snowbird sometimes. It's pretty close to Utah. Do some skiing over there, Jackson Hole, and of course doing some biking in Moab.
Are you also a ski instructor here?
Yeah, I'm a ski instructor and also a trainer for ski instructors too, so I educate other ski instructors to be better ski instructors.
Teach them like, all right, if they're gonna fall, help them like this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, or ski the moguls.
oh no, I'm barring that this trip. So with the Ghost Riders, I've seen synchronized skiing where there's like 2 people, but 8 of y'all, that's got to be some mass confusion.
Yeah, they could be very confusing sometimes, and you can really mess it up too. It's very tough to do it, and everyone has to know what to do all the time, and it's like some kind of art that you try to perform something, and it should look very clean when we ski when we do everything right. It looks very clean, and you can actually see what we're doing. But if someone messes it up, it's just it's confusing a little bit. So it's very tough.
How much practice do y'all have to put in?
We practice twice a week during the whole season to prepare ourselves, and then usually we have a little camp just before the competition, almost a week when we practice every day, whole day.
So y'all got to be kind of good friends too, being 8 people and trying to get everything coordinated and synchronized.
Yeah, we still have to have fun too, and because you get so close to each other, you live together and everything for such a long time. So sometimes you need to have a party sometimes and relax and have fun too, of course.
Well, very cool. Well, Daniel, I appreciate you talking to us on Xtreme Motion.
Thank you.
We hope to be seeing you out with the Ghost Riders, and we'll see you on the hill today.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Daniel. The energy around here is blowing up with the opening of the Prospect Bowl. Everyone is heading towards the slopes that before were only accessible by hiking. That's a lot of work. Now with the new high-speed chairlifts, everyone can enjoy those slopes. When we come back, you'll get to see our look at Prospect Bowl. Xtreme Motion will be back in just a few minutes. Who wants to make some noise on Xtreme Motion? We're giving that opportunity to local unsigned bands and musicians. We're on the hunt for CDs or DAT tapes that we can use for various segments of the show. We'll even use video footage if you have any. Hip-hop, punk, metal, we'll listen to and view anything, but only a select few will make the cut. Send your stuff to, you know the address, it's on your screen right now. If your sound is featured on Xtreme Motion, we'll give you name credit and we'll pass along any website info. Bring the noise. Well, that's it for another truly wild ride on Xtreme Motion. We'd like to say thanks to the Telluride Ski and Golf Company for all the hospitality they've shown us and for having us here. And to Resort Quest for giving us such a sweet place to hang our hats. I've had a long day snowboarding, so I'm about to go back here and get my relax on, maybe find something to drink. Y'all enjoy the natural beauty of Prospect Bowl. We'll see you next time. Ski wear provided by Galleon Sports and Outdoor Adventures. Accommodations in Telluride provided by Resort Quest. Up next, we'll find out how a guy makes his way from Hawaii all the way to Telluride. I forgot that. Xtreme Motion will be right back. What's that was fun. It's all fun and games. Help! Mountain climbing? Never. Oh, avalanche! Oh. Hot tub is calling.